You can transform your entire presence with these 6 simple yet powerful habits that most people overlook. So in this video, I'm gonna dive deep into every single one of these habits and how to make them actionable so you can skyrocket your confidence and demand the respect you deserve from everyone around you without even trying. And stay till the very end because the last habit takes less than 5 seconds and it's what James Bond himself does to make him so magnetic. Let's get right into it. The first is to create confidence anchors. These can be objects, actions, clothing, music, anything that naturally increases your confidence. And I want you to integrate them into your routine, and especially before uncomfortable moments or challenging events where you need to be very extroverted or super confident version of yourself. By using an anchor, you can instantly, within seconds, change your entire state, put you in a right mindset of confidence, and even better handle stress or uncertainty. And the best part is that you already probably have items around you that are making you confident that you don't realize how to use them effectively. And maybe your favorite blazer or that perfect fitting black tee that every time you put it on just hugs you in the right spots. Maybe it's that perfect pair of jeans, those boots that give you an extra inch of height. Whatever it is, man, any clothing that you have that makes you feel like a badass, realize which one does that and wear that more often, especially before you're about to go out. My secret hack is to put a perfect song on that I know gets me hyped every single time before I have to go on that date or that job interview or meeting friends or going to a networking event, whatever that is. Music has a powerful way of instantly transporting your state of mind. My go-to song right now is What a Life by John Summit. It's just got the positive vibes. It puts a smile on my face, a little bit of pep in my step. What a life, what a time to be free. Woo! Dude, I'm telling you, man, it's like taking a magic pill, bro. As soon as you play that song that makes you in that state of mind, you're gonna feel unstoppable. So find whatever that is for you, and anytime you're about to go out somewhere, play it and feel like a rock star. You're gonna crush it, I promise you. Habit 2 is the power of pause. See, high value and confident people, they aren't just okay with silences and conversations. They actually seek it out and they embrace it. People who are not confident, when there's an awkward silence in a conversation or a momentary lull, they just scramble and they start having word vomit and saying any crap that comes to their mind in order to fill that gap. But thoughtful, high-value, confident people want to have a moment to reflect on their answer. They want to speak very carefully, and when they do speak, people hang on to every single word because they know what they say they mean. So to make it actionable, use strategic silence in a way to control the conversation. Try to pause more often than you already do in conversations you're having, and use that time to come up with really great responses and do active listening so you really hear what the other person is trying to say. This will really improve the quality of all the conversations you have, and people will find you way more memorable because you are just a great speaker. But what they don't realize is you're just using that pause to make time for yourself and let that genius breathe that you already have inside of you. The third habit is using the 5-second rule. And this is directly from NLP, which is neuro-linguistic programming, which is the science of knowing neuroscience and then using linguistics, the way you speak, in order to directly rewire your brain in seconds. This is what Tony Robbins, Jay Shetty, Oprah, they're all certified and masters in, but that's what makes them such effective communicators. But the 5-second rule is really simple and it can instantly change your state to be a way more confident version of yourself. This is all you have to do. Right before you walk into the house or walk into an event, use this phrase and say to yourself, what does the blank look, act, and feel like? And fill in the blank with what you're being that person at that moment. For example, let's say you're walking to home and you have kids there. What does the best father look, act, and feel like in this moment? Close your eyes, embody that feeling, and then walk into the house. What does the best marketer look, act, and feel like right now? Close your eyes, embody that feeling, and walk right into that meeting. By using this one trigger phrase, you can automatically rewire your brain to quite literally be more confident version of yourself within seconds. It's so powerful, so crazy. I'm telling you, man, give it one shot, try it at your next event, and you will definitely be blown away by how amazing it is. Even myself, man, sometimes I'm just not feeling the best version of myself. I've had a long day at work, I'm tired, I'm sluggish, and let's say I'm going on a date with my girlfriend. I want to give her the best version of me. She deserves that at that dinner. So what I do is right outside, I tell myself, what is the best boyfriend look, act, and feel like right now in this moment? I close my eyes and embody that feeling, and I walk through that door, and I'm already smiling, happy, confident, because it's something about that phrase, man, that rewires the brain so fast. And this has actually been a hidden, kept secret for many, many years by some of the greats, and now I'm sharing with you. So all I ask in return is you share with someone else so that we can make everyone in the community a best version of themselves that they feel confident with. Habit Habit 4 is the feedback loop. You want to be constantly identifying areas you should be improving in by actively seeking honest feedback from everyone around you. Because sometimes we're too close to ourselves. We've created this world that we live within, this little bubble, and we're making mistakes day in and day out that we don't realize are infecting others and hurting ourselves. So by actively seeking constructive criticism from everyone else, you're able to use that feedback and implement it into your life so that you can grow personally and professionally, which in turn will make you a more confident person. I really think our generation has gotten soft, and because no one really talks about feedback anymore. Anytime you post any picture or do anything, people always have to compliment you. But there's no way we can grow as individuals if we're just being reinforced positive feedback all the time. We need to know what are the blind spots that are holding us back and what we can do to make them better. And we can only learn about ourselves from others because we just don't really realize what we're doing on a day-to-day basis. By actively seeking feedback rather than shying away from it like most people, you're showing and demonstrating a growth mindset. There's two mindsets, a fixed mindset and a growth mindset. I want you to live in here because this is where all the amazing, incredible people who live on this planet live, and this is a recipe for disaster. By living in a growth mindset, you're able to evolve and you're able to take charge and make decisions of your life. Instead of being a victim of life, you're able to be a leader of life. Instead of everything happening to you, it's happening for you. Make that little switch and you'll be so confident. Habit 5 is curiosity and conflicts. See, high value and confident people focus on understanding rather than winning in disagreements. If you're a confident person, you already know you're never going to be the smartest person in any room you walk into. There's always something to learn from everyone, whether it's the person who is picking up your plate or the person who is multimillionaire or billionaire. There's always someone you can learn from in every single person and everyone who walks this life. And no one is beneath you and no one's above you. You see value in every single person and you're curious in every conflict because there's something to learn from that as well. So next time you're in an argument with someone, ask more open-ended questions. Dive deeper into the other person's viewpoint. Really put your feet in their shoes and see what is it that makes them think like this and how do they think in this way, because what is the perspective they're coming from? By being curious and understanding who they are, what their biases are, and why they're like that, it will open up a whole world for you, and people will inherently think you're more confident because you're more secure in who you are as a person. You don't have ego to always be right. Habit 6 is the posture-eye connection. You should be increasing your self-awareness of nonverbal cues like eye contact and what good posture can do and how others perceive you when you do incorporate those things. And like I said in the beginning of this video, this is what makes James Bond such a magnetic character. Every time he's having a conversation with someone on screen, he's looking directly into their soul. And he has amazing, incredible posture, always standing upright like a string is pulling him from his head. And it's that eye contact and that mixed with posture that makes the whole world disappear around him so that the other person feels like the entire spotlight is on them. When you're talking to someone and they're constantly distracted, looking on their phone, they're slouching over, they have negative body language, you don't think they're interested in you. And you also think they're a bit unconfident because they're unable to even look at you in the eye. By having someone who imagines the world just disappears and you're the entire sole focus, and when you look at someone and you talk to them and you stare right in their eyes, I mean, I'm telling you, man, it's a game changer in terms of how they perceive you. Now, of course, if you're not used to making eye contact, this can feel uncomfortable at first. So what I recommend to people is look just long enough until you notice the person's eye color and then look away. And then look back again and notice the person's eye color again, and then look away. You don't want to be also a creepy psycho stalker where you're just staring at the person the whole time when they're talking with eyes wide open. You want to have some natural level of authenticity to it as well. When you're obviously engaged in a conversation with someone and you're deeply involved, you automatically make eye contact without even realizing it. It just feels awkward when it's forced, but sometimes you have to force it if you're not used to it, like in this context. So look at someone, and if looking in the eyes is still too even far to notice their color, is too uncomfortable for you, just look at the bridge of their nose when talking to them and it'll do the same exact thing. Good posture and eye contact aren't just physical traits, but they communicate respect for the other person and self-assuredness because you're not trying to be someone else. You're here in that moment with them, and people find that very attractive in others, and it's a sense of high confidence. And that's it, guys. If you made it this far into the video, I want to say thank you so much. You're a real one. I appreciate you. And if you're new here, my name is Sid Chawla. I drop videos every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And it would mean the world to me if you hit that subscribe button down below, turn on notifications bell, and drop me one of these likes, bro. Seriously, it helps me so freaking much. It takes 1 second of your time, and it lets me know that you appreciate all the hard work you're doing and you got some value from this video. And I'll make more content just like this, and it lets the YouTube algorithm know to push my video out to others so they too can benefit from being more confident version of themselves. And let everyone know in the comments, what is one habit that makes you feel super confident so we can share with everyone and we can all grow and learn together. And in the meantime, I'm gonna bloop up 2 other videos. One is 5 social mistakes that make you low status, and another is 9 attractive hobbies all guys need. And everyone, I'll see you all in the next video. Take care.